Hi, my dear friends from YouTube. How you all doing? It's me, Paul Diaz, and welcome to the tips of the week. And today, guys, I have chosen to talk about what it's like to be in a toxic relationship. A toxic relationship, guys, is the subject for today. So, at certain moments during our lifetime, I'm very sure some of you have been go through this one way or the other. If it's not with relationship, it has been through family members, neighbors, co-workers. Somewhere along the way, we encounter this situation, and I'm no exception of that. So, this is what I would like to talk about with you guys. But the thing is, sometimes we don't know that we are in a toxic relationship. And sometimes it happens when it's already too late. So what is the definition of being in a toxic relationship? I will let you know now. This is what most usually is defined as a toxic relationship. It's a relationship characterized by behaviors on the part of the toxic partner that are emotionally and not infrequently physically damaging into their partner. A toxic relationship is characterized by insecurity, self-centeredness, dominate and control, and a lot of instability. But the thing is, guys, sometimes we confuse, before we reach into that, some people think that in the case of in case of a toxic, partnership relationship, with your couple, sometimes the couples think that is love. Sometimes it's confused with love. A toxic partner sometimes is confused. There's somebody who is really loving you. But the thing is, guys, that the symptoms are completely different of what is love is really means all about. So what are the symptoms of a toxic partner? They said all take and no give. So they want everything, but they don't want to give nothing really in return when it comes to what we think is love. The next thing is you want to feel drained. You feel drained. You feel like you feel so down, so PMD. Like put me down. PMD, put me down. People, you feel down, really down. Lack of trust. That's another characteristic of a toxic partner. Is a lack of trust. It's like people like that. So usually they don't trust other people. In my opinion, when you don't trust other people, it's because you don't trust yourself after all. So we have to watch out for that. Constant judgment. People who are constantly judge other people. Constantly judgment. Lack of trust. I already mentioned. Hostile atmosphere. When you come home, you feel that tension. You feel tension, and you're bringing that tension with you, that oppression of having a toxic partner almost everywhere you go. You have that in mind, running in your mind. You try to get it out from your mind, but it's still there. And these kind of people are very persistent and very unreliable. They won't give up so easily. When you're in a toxic relationship, these kind of people won't let go. All right, and I'm gonna let you know, guys. Sometimes what we think is love, guys, could be the thing is with a toxic relationship. We really think that's love. We really think that that kind of the partner that we think is loving us. It's not really love, guys. It's like possession. Sometimes we confuse possession, obsession, are in love, but it's not really love. That's the way I see it, guy. I mean, and I have experienced that myself. I have seen other people having the same situation. You know, sometimes it's like also like a sense of property. Sense of property. This is mine. Sometimes the toxic partner, they see the partner, they see it like a something that they own. There's something like they bought in the store. I bought this. This is mine. This is my possession. This is my property, and it will be mine as long as I want. That's another thing. But then, usually these kind of people who have this kind of behavior, guy, this come very early in the childhood. So this is sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes that's the way they have been raised. They have been raised like that. Usually, when a child already reach, after they reach 7 years old, living in this kind of unstable environment, most of the time that happens when the person, when the toxic partner, when they have that kind of past, a very unstable past emotionally, their home is very unstable. They grow up with those feelings of being very insecure, and they're gonna bring those symptoms, those feelings, and future relationship with people, and it's very, very hard to get over that, really. But my advice, before we go further, try to get counsel as soon as possible. Try to get counsel. So the thing is, the time comes, you have to take a final decision. Sooner or later, you will have to take a final decision. If that's the way you would like to see yourself. You have to see yourself where you're going to be from the next 10 or 15 years. You have to make a decision, make a commitment, and decide once and for all when and how you're going to end it. Try to get support from family and friends. Make a clean break, and don't try to be friends. When the relationship is over, don't try to make friends try not to feel sorry for your ex-partner. I mean, when you take a decision, if you know it's a very, very toxic partner, try to break it. Try not to, because the thing is, you keep leaving some kind of a room to see each other again, you guys gonna continue, and the toxic relationship will never be over. Don't feel sorry to rescue your partner. Try not to feel too much sorry. The time come for you both to move on. Just try to move on and don't feel sorry. Things gonna be good sooner or later for both of you. And that's my yeah. And I will let you know, guys, about a relative that passed away. I'm gonna tell you about that story, a little bit about the story. I was somebody very close to me, passed away years ago, but it's something I would like to share. That person, that loved one, it was in a toxic relationship. I think she was not aware how toxic it was. It was hard. I believe it was hard. No, because she lived in a situation like that for almost 30 years. So in her situation, I believe it happened that when she grew up in an environment where there was preference. There was some people who were more like how can I say? Yeah, she was not like let's say she was not one of she was not the kind of maybe a girl that the family wanted to have. Let's put it in another way. So she grew up with that sense. She grew up with that sense of not being in the love of their parents. So I believe when she grew up, she started looking for the love of somebody else. It's somebody that can provide me with that love that my family didn't give me. So she got in a relationship that lasted for almost 30 years. And that person, I don't think he really loved her. I don't think so, because maybe in a way he showed that he loved her, but It was somebody very, very insecure, very jealous, very insecure. He will monitor everything that she'll do. And then I believe there was several times when she was trying to break up the relationship, but the guy wouldn't let, because the guy would keep threatening her. You will never be able to find another man like me. I will never let you have another man other than me. Well, a year goes by like that until finally, she got sick. She got sick with a terminal disease that she couldn't recover. And by that time, a few years before that happened, her partner, he stopped visiting her. They were not really living together, like he would come visit very often, but by that time, she stopped visiting. She would start visiting maybe once every few months. But at this time, when he saw that she was sick, she was not already the woman that she used to be, she stopped visiting her when she was already sick, and she didn't get to see her when she passed away. So this is what I was talking about. My advice to you: try to find counsel. Try to find people who will support you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Try to get counsel, try to get help before it's too late. Remember, my friend, a year that goes the past will never come back. Those years that we lose in a relationship like that, we will never be able to recover those years. So the earlier, the better. Because sometimes when we're in a situation like that, it's like a fire. They start very small, and then later they keep growing and growing and growing. The very next thing, we're already surrounded by lots of problems and situations, and it may be going to be very hard to get out of that situation. So, guys, that will be my tip of the week for you guys. And the next one will be, I believe, I will upload the next video that I have coming up, and the name is how big is your burden? How big is your burden? Don't miss to watch that video. So guys, I'll see you soon for another review. Take care of yourself, and God bless you all, and have a great day. Bye.